Kolbrin Bible, Book 2, Gleanings, Chapter 15, Verse 56. Action taken without consideration of impact on others is a thing of evil. GLN 1556. If a man fixes his attention wholly upon one goal or one thing for his own selfish purpose, as if it were independent, all unrelated to others' thing, then he moves in darkness of ignorance. If he undertakes a task with a confused mind, not considering the outcome or where it will lead him, or the harm it may do to others or himself, then it is an undertaking of evil. There is a wisdom which knows when to go and when to stay, when to speak and when to remain silent, what is to be done and what is to be left undone. It knows, too, the limitations set by fear and by courage, what constitutes bondage and what freedom. This is the wisdom I have placed at the disposal of man, if he would but seek it. The true wisdom of the Spirit. Opposed to this clear-sighted wisdom is the false, man-made wisdom, obscured by the darkness arising from delusion. Here, wrong is thought to be right, and error passes as truth. Things are thought to be what they are not. The unenlightened man, dwelling in comfortable darkness, unperturbed by the challenge of reality as revealed by the light of truth, lack any understanding of true values. That which appears to them to be no more than a cup of sorrow is in fact a chalice filled with the wine of immortality. The vain pleasures that come from pandering to the carnal cravings of the senses appear at first to be a cup of sweetness, but in the end it is found to hold the brew of bitterness. He who does right does it not for me, but for himself. He is the one who benefits, not as God. He who does wrong inflicts himself for it, and he is the sufferer. He who does right does it to his own good, and he who works wickedness does it to his own hurt. It could not be possible in a just creation that those whose ways are evil should be dealt with as those who live goodly lives and perform good deeds. The fate of the selfish and that of the unselfish could not be alike. I am the God of justice, the maker of the law. This is a bit hard because all too often everyone claims they are moral. Killing, we all agree, is wrong, yet when you reach bedrock, even that has exceptions in humanity's eyes. Consider, many defend killing of the unborn child, yet demand into killing criminals. Yet others bemoan the killing of unborn children, but will endorse killing criminals. Both are right and wrong. We are flawed in a group. Those flaws become more obvious. We should err on protecting innocent, yet even a person convicted could be innocent. God, upon giving us free will, offers a double-edged sword, and the best we can do is try to be wise. Both are showing hypocrisy, both act superior, and both are no better than the other. Mistakes happen. Focusing on end result and not on the root cause of the problem is never a good ideal. Guilt is guilt, but the past can't be changed, only the future. Abortion is killing to me, yet. I do not blame the woman, but both grandparents, for failing to teach the children responsibility, and the father who all too often leaves the woman to be the only one to face the consequences. Parents and leaders need to change attitudes about personal responsibility. Until then, it is unfair. Sadly, in this case, the one that pays the price is the only one who had nothing to do with the wrongs, but is unable to speak. Convicts also. Killing should be wrong, and while some are born defective, others have more to do with people they surround themselves with. The guilt is that person's, but if you want less killing, then when young they must be allowed to experience the repercussions of small mistakes, so they might better understand their actions can lead to a bad outcome. It is wrong, but this is not a perfect world, and we by our actions create bad outcomes. The best I can advise is the person making a decision should be told the truth, not the fantasy offered during a traumatic time, so the decision can be made, leaving the person to realize later it was all a lie. They know it at the time, but their desire is to avoid the outcome. But reality can only be delayed, not avoided. Parents are not solely to blame. We got here together by fooling ourselves and believing lies of those in charge. Yet we all cannot hide from our culpability. We have no easy fix. What must be done will not be seen in my lifetime, but it is the only real way to have a future for future generations that is positive. This is my opinion, and this is only one example of the hypocrisies running rampant in society. I could list more. My advice is before attacking others for hypocrisy, you should own your own hypocrisy first.